Morning, everybody. Grab a cup of coffee and a donut or three, and let's do some switching. Happy Father's Day, everybody. Let's pick up with where we left off. This will be part 4, switching no kill. All we have to do is swap cars at Ohio Firebrick. Run around the train first. Back home in Georgetown. Had a beautiful Father's Day weekend. And then it's going to get super hot again in the middle of the week. But today's 76. Tomorrow's 76. Pretty nice. Had a big storm yesterday. We didn't have any damage here at my house, but a lot of trees down, power outages. So we got lucky. Apart from the leaves blowing all over the Garden Railroad, nothing was hurt. Trying a few different photo angles. While I'm narrating this, I'm outside wandering around the Garden Railroad, digging weeds. Not very many. As long as I do it about every week, they don't get very big. Sort of like this view, looking over Western Auto. I need about another 10 or 12 inches of backdrop though. So we're going to pull the car that's at Ohio Firebrick now. I've just have the camera suspended from the light valance, and you can't really pan with that thing. That was what the jerking was. I was trying to adjust it a little bit. Can't do it smoothly. This operating session got off to a rough start. Turned everything on, went to start up the locomotive and nothing, no sound, no lights. NCE power cab was showing that I should have had everything. Picked up the locomotive, set on another piece of track, nothing. Got out another locomotive, programmed it just fine. So I took the shell off the Western Maryland locomotive and put it on the track. Everything worked fine. Put the shell on, wouldn't work. Took the shell off, poked around, it worked. Put the shell back on, and it worked. So evidently there's something a little loose there. And since I take my locomotives on and off the layout, I don't leave them on the layout. They're handled a lot. So now we're going to spot these 3 cars that are going back to Chillicothe on the main. Of course, we can't leave them blocking the crossing, Route 93, so we have to push them on across the crossing a little bit. And then we'll spot the CN boxcar at the loading dock. Of course, it doesn't play the sound when I'm narrating this, but somewhere in here, I thought it was around in here, my wife sort of whispered through the door that she was going to pick up pizza. So, I don't know if you'll be able to hear it or not, but that was my Father's Day Eve meal, Domino's Pizza. Oh, here comes Tux. I hear the bell. The big storm we had when I came home from the Indiana. When I opened the door to go in the front door, Tux came running in from behind me. He had gotten out of the yard because the wind blew so hard it blew one of the gates. It just defeated the latch. I guess we had 60-mile-an-hour winds. Good thing about it is he usually comes right back. So we're going to drop the caboose here on the siding. And then we'll get the train. And then we can just back onto the caboose and head back to Chillicothe. Good thing the guys in the caboose were standing out on the ground to make the coupling, because that was a pretty hard jolt there. They would not have appreciated that. Couldn't leave the turnout line for the siding. That would have been pretty bad if the DT9 train came through. We're heading to Chillicothe. And I guess since drones didn't exist in 1980, we'll say this next shot is from a helicopter or something. So once again, happy Father's Day, everybody, and everybody stay safe.